Plenty of homes look charming on the surface, but they might be missing enough storage space. And suddenly your vacuum ends up next to your boots in the coat closet and towels live on top of the dryer. But livable doesn't mean you need a walk-in closet in every room. It just means that you have the right storage in the right spaces. Like your linen closet near the bathroom, a pantry that actually fits your cereal plus your Costco snacks, or your air fryer. And even a simple drop zone by the entryway, somewhere for your shoes, keys, and your mail, which can keep your whole kitchen counter from turning into a catch-all dumping ground. And don't forget the vertical spaces as well. Consider adding shelves above the toilet, a built-in bench with storage at the entry. A livable home makes it easy to put things away so your mind can be at ease. One important part of the house that I like to emphasize to my clients is outdoor space, which is not all about size, but more importantly is how it feels. We see this all the time. You have those massive yards that go completely unused, and in the contrary, you have tiny patios that just feel like magic. For example, is like a little bistro table with some string lights and maybe a tall plant or two for privacy, and suddenly you've got a peaceful retreat. A place to sit with your coffee in the morning or read your favorite book or grill dinner with your family. Thing is, you don't need fancy landscaping or a full outdoor kitchen. Just enough privacy to not feel exposed and a layout that makes it easy to use. A good question to ask is, do you have a back door near the kitchen, for example? If so, great. That means you're more likely to step outside regularly instead of letting the space sit empty. Also, consider the sun and shade. Too hot or too damp and you won't use it, no matter how pretty it looks. So check where the light falls, either sunshine or artificially, because that can make all the difference. Garages start with good intentions. You move in thinking, okay, one side for the car and one side for tools, and maybe a shelf or two. Fast forward 6 months and it's a complete disaster. You'd have bikes, bins, paint cans, pet supplies, and those mystery cords. And somehow there is not even a room for your car. So when you're looking at a garage, don't just look at the size, but also ask, can I actually move around in here? Is there plenty of space to hang shelves or tools? Are there outlets where I'd actually plug something in? If there is a utility sink, that's a huge bonus. You don't realize how helpful that is until you're rinsing muddy boots or cleaning up after a DIY project and you don't want to drag the mess through the kitchen. Garages don't have to be fancy. If they're flexible, they'll save you your sanity. Now I want to talk about natural lighting and privacy. Light makes a house feel alive, and there's nothing better than natural sunlight filling a space, as it naturally just lifts our mood. But here's the catch. Too much light in the wrong place can be a problem. So I've seen bedrooms that get blasted at 6 a.m. every morning, or living rooms with gorgeous windows that stare directly into the neighbor's kitchen. Like, no thank you. What you want is light that shows up where it makes life better, not awkward. You will want skylights in hallways, south-facing windows in main living areas so it captures sunlight throughout the day. And for more privacy, you want high windows in your bathrooms. You want to be able to enjoy the light without feeling like you are on display. At the end of the day, the best homes aren't always the biggest or the prettiest. They're the ones that support your life in the background. A space that makes your morning routine smoother, your evenings calmer, and your stuff easier to manage. So the next time you're walking through a house, don't just ask, is this beautiful? But ask, can I live here on a hangover Monday? When I'm tired, cranky, and juggling groceries or late to work, will this house help me or fight me? Because good design isn't about impressing your guests on Saturday nights, although it is kind of that, but it's also about making your life easier when it is not Instagram worthy. And that's the kind of house worth falling in love with. If this helped shift the way you think about home design, hit like and subscribe to Dominic Builds. And leave a comment on my question: what's one little thing that makes your home feel amazing or absolutely drives you crazy? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.